a really quick live because we got my wife's cousin over and we're all going out to eat. Probably gonna get, I don't know yet, either Japanese, Mexican. I don't think we're gonna get Italian though. I'd like to get Italian, but I don't think we're gonna get Italian. Um, so yeah, this live stream is gonna be no music because my last live stream I got hit over the head with seven copyrights. It wasn't copyright strikes, but you got to do sometimes you got to do this thing. It's called revenue sharing. Like every single song I played an Elton John song, Rocket Man. It said you must share revenue with Rocket Man. I did Seats from an Italian restaurant. You must share revenue. So I'm sharing revenue with Billy Joel and Elton John. Right? It's okay though. Glad to make those two guys more money. They deserve it. Um, so getting back, I'm just trying to make people understand that when we work together as a friggin' team, apes together strong, you just don't realize what we could accomplish. Nobody realizes the power of retail. It's, everyone has this attitude. I'm in it for myself. That's it. I want to succeed. I don't care. It's a rat race. It's all about me. There he is, the one and only Vladimir Putin. There were never any apes. You want to know what it was? There was apes, but the problem is they underestimated their opponent, Vladimir. I know you don't want to hear this. He doesn't want to hear this guy. But they underestimated the corruption. That's right. Like, there is no corruption. It's all fair. Stock market's at all-time highs. Okay, Vladimir, you can't make sense. You can't make sense out of what happened with AMC. And I know you're going to try to, you're just going to say the most obvious answer is that the company sucks. Its fundamentals suck. They just were always in the red, blah, blah, blah. Look, here's the bottom line. Okay. And I don't want to talk about it because I know he's going to want to get into this heated discussion over it. Adam Aaron never, ever did a share recount. He never did a share recall. He never, ever hired West Christian. He never hired Share Intel. Okay. Now, if he would have did all of these things, Vladimir, listen to me. If he would have did all of these things, I would probably agree with you. I would. I would agree with you. If we had every single basis covered, okay, where now we could prove that there was never any phantom shares or synthetic shares, there was no corruption, there was nothing going on, then I would say you're right. But here's the thing, brother. Okay, I shouldn't really call you that. This guy is like my biggest number one hater. But anyway, when you don't give yourself a clean bill of health, you can't say you're healthy. You understand that, right? You can't. It's like me, Vladimir. I'll give you an analogy. It's like you get crazy. I say, Vladimir, I'm in the best of health. I have the greatest health, and you'll say, when was the last time you saw a cardiologist, right? When was the last time you saw a doctor? And then just hear me out, because you need that clarification, correct? You need the confirmation that I have a clean bill of health, not according to me, but according to a doctor, right? According to a medical professional. Okay. So why does that analogy not work in the stock market? In other words, you just want to take everybody's word that nothing went on with AMC. You want to take Adam Aaron's word. You want to take Gary Gensler's word. You want to take the Department of Justice word. You want everyone's word. That's it. Nothing went on. No, well, no. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that there was a lot of corruption, a lot of rigged effing shit that went on. That's just my opinion, man. What's up, Back to the Future? Yeah, I had a crazy live yesterday, Back to the Future. I was doing Elton John, Billy Joel. I got hit over the head with copyrights. Forget it. I'm doing a shared revenue with everybody. I'm making Elton John money for my last live, Billy Joel money, but it's all good. I love it. I love them. Any suggestions, yo fam? Any suggestions of what I should do? Oh, that's nasty, bro. You got to get some cream for that, man. You got to get some prescription cream. That's some nasty stuff right there. It's not true, Vladimir. Look, all right, Vladimir, how do you explain? All right, I really don't want to get into this heated discussion. How do you explain GameStop? Okay, really a relatively, small company, let's be honest, right? You would never think it would go from where it went to freaking $500 a share, right? They went from like $8 to like $500 a share. How do you explain that? Okay. How do you explain that? Am I doing tarot readings? No, but once in a while I'll go to a psychic. Oh, I don't do it. Yeah, Elton John really needs my $1. He doesn't need it. No, he's very, very rich. But I'm glad to give him whatever money I can. It's not my choice, AI science guy. When you play their copyrighted material, look, you're happy when it's only shared revenue because the flip side of the coin could be a copyright strike. That's bad. So I definitely would rather it be the shared revenue. You know what I mean? I know you're being sarcastic with your dollar comment, but anyway, I'm actually making a lot more money on YouTube. This is what the funny thing is people don't realize. I'm making the most money now on YouTube than I've ever made. Okay. I don't think just people don't realize that I'm approaching 12 million views. And they're not just all from shorts. Like this guy Vladimir thinks they're all from shorts. No. A lot of them are from videos like my last live stream got 2,400 views. That was a live stream. Okay. I got my roulette videos. A lot of them are doing over 1,000 views. So it's not just, it's not just short videos. They're not bots. Vladimir, you see, what you're trying to do, you're trying to make an argument and you're losing. And I'm going to tell you the reason why you're losing because you could only stick to one road. See, what you're doing right now is you're trying to get on two roads, roads. You're trying to get on two roads. It's either the stock market is fair. Here it is. Listen to me, or it's corrupt. You can't say what you're trying to say is like, well, GameStop was a penny a penny stock, and blah blah blah. Scammers and market manipulators get involved in it. And no. You see, now you're trying to play two sides. You're trying to play two sides of the fence. You understand? You're trying to play two sides of the fence. So why can't that same rule work for AMC? Okay, why can't that same and don't even go there? Okay, because AMC, if you want to call GameStop a penny stock, AMC was lower than GameStop. AMC, I remember AMC was at $5 in the start of the coronavirus. It was at $5. This was before any reverse stock split. So don't talk to me about market manipulators, and don't talk to me about anybody else because all of that could have went on in AMC. Look, what you're trying to do is play the same. You're trying to play the same card that you want to play. You want to say that the stock market is fair, but at the same time, you want to say, well, there's exceptions. You can't make an argument like that. There are no exceptions. It's either the stock market is fair or it's not. You want to put that little exception. That's fair, but there were certain exceptions, Apefather. Like GameStop, that was an exception. It was a penny stock, market minute. No. No, your argument is lame. Okay? The stock market is not fair. Look at what's happening with Trump right now. Trump is winning everywhere. I mean, everywhere he's winning. Okay? And still, DWAC goes down. I mean, he's basically the Republican nominee. He won. That's it. And this thing should be on fire right now. Whoa, DWAC should be on fire, but it will be in time. I'm not worried about it. What the F are you talking about, Nightwing? Well, I guess you're not really a part of the AMC movement, Nightwing. We've been involved in a whole movement that's been going on for 3 years. You might be new to my channel. See, what happens is I'm getting a lot of new people that might see one of my food videos, or they might see one of my comedy videos, and then they come on the live stream and they're like, AMC, what the FUCK is that? AMC is a movie company. It's a stock, Nightwing. During the GameStop frenzy, I don't know if you heard about what happened with GameStop. It went from like $8 to over $500. We all believed that AMC was going to have a MOAS. It's called the mother of all short squeezes, meaning this thing was going to go so effing high. We were going to become overnight friggin' quadrillionaires, not even millionaires. We're gonna make like Bon Jovi wealth. But a lot of corruption happened in the stock market, a lot of rigged activities, and that's why the Apefather now is starting a new project. Okay, what it is, it's called the V for Victory project. I got my brother here, Back to the Future. He'll tell you all about it. I want to bring retail, okay, into Las Vegas, baby. That's right. In the old days, Myra Lansky, Charlie Luciano, they used to own the casinos. Remember the old days? Okay, then it switched to like Steve Wynn and then the major corporations. Okay, never was there retail. Never was there retail. Okay. And I don't understand why retail just can't put it in their heads. Like, you know what's amazing? You know what's amazing about retail? Like Back to the Future knows all of this. We lost 350 billion, $350 billion in 2022. That money, which was squandered to zero, we would have right now a casino empire. We would have a casino dynasty that would be all over the world, making hundreds of billions of effing dollars. Oh, Vladimir, I made a video for you. I was at the Tropicana. I won $1,500 a couple of nights ago, Friday night, and Vladimir, it was packed. It was packed. Like you couldn't even get into the tables. I had to wait 20 minutes to get into the roulette table. Everybody was there, I think, in New Jersey. Literally every club, restaurant was packed, roulette table, scraps table, slot machines, blackjack, everything was packed. You're new. Well, Nightwing, can I tell you the main thing about my channel that you're going to learn, okay, is that I don't like being a regular person. You understand? Like, I don't know about you. You know what I mean? Do you like reaching in your wallet and only feeling your effing leg in your pants? You know, I don't like being a regular person. I'm shooting for the stars. I'm wishing upon a star. Who could hit that note? To find out where you are. I'm wishing upon a dream. Anyway, it's really high notes. See, here's the thing. We had millions and millions and millions of retail investors that was involved in AMC. But unfortunately, they were fighting for the wrong cause. They were fighting in an industry that we can't control. You know, in life, the most important thing you have to have is control. You have to have control. If you have no control, like think about this, you want to be the captain of the ship. You understand? You want to be the captain. You don't want to be just a passenger. Like think about it. If you're on a plane, did you ever think about this before? You're putting all your faith in the pilot. You understand? If you're in someone else's car, you're putting all of your faith in that person's driving ability. So I don't think you realize this. This rule that I'm talking about applies to everything in life. You understand? If you are not in control, okay, then you lose control. And that's what happened basically with AMC. We were not in control. Okay, it was the corrupt 1%. It was, I'm not going to mention anybody's names. You know who I'm talking about. And ultimately, we lost that battle. But you have to ask yourself, why did we lose? It's very simple. We lost because we did not have control. See, what I'm trying to do with the V for Victory project, and all of you don't understand this except for maybe Back to the Future, is I want to get control over things. Control. In other words, no corruption, no more, whatever you want to call it, payment for order flow, platforms, dark pools. This guy's like, Nightwing's like, what the F is a dark pool? Let's just say that the stock market, I'll make it simple for you, Nightwing. It's very controlled. It's controlled by the super rich. Okay, I'll make it very simple for you that like a 6-year-old can understand it. They make the rules. They make the rules. What I want to do is I want to create a movement now where we make the rules. I'm trying to make it very simple. Okay. There is nobody else that is going to take control away from us. We're going to have control. Now, do I want money from people? No, I don't. See, this is the best part that people don't understand. I don't want nobody's money. I just want people like Nightwing. You see what he's doing? I want people to come to these live streams and I want a big, huge audience. And one day, Nightwing will be in Las Vegas. We're Back to the Future. We'll be partying in a casino that is controlled by, first be Apefather, and second, it could be retail. Okay, because what my goal is Back to the Future made a very good point to me. Back to the Future said, Apefather, start 1 or 2 projects. This is what he said. And then take your company public. In other words, get an IPO. He's right. And that might be precisely what I have to do. I mean, he's a very smart, he's going to be my VP Back to the Future. He's a very smart man. That's exactly what I want to do is I want to establish myself. I want to get a great track record of success and probably I'll go public. I mean, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it doesn't necessarily only even have to be in casinos. There might be a brand involved here that could span to restaurants, that could span to all forms of entertainment, that could span to other forms of real estate. residential, possibly even commercial. We'll see. But the thing is, there's no limits. There's no limitations. What is the point of this? The point is, why do you all want to be controlled? Wouldn't you rather have, see, like, I'm a retail brother. This is what you don't understand. People who are haters don't understand this. Look, I'm one of you. You understand? I am you and you and me. Okay, we're all retail. We're retail investors. We're not part of the corrupt 1%. We're not, you know what I mean? We're not the enemy. We're not the enemy. Okay, we're family. This is what none of you understand. You got to look at me. You got to see yourself. You got to see yourself. I put up my money just like you put up your money. We all want the same things, right? What do we all want? We want life-changing wealth, generational wealth for our families, right? Isn't that what we want? Okay. So why are we fighting with each other? This is why I don't understand. I wish somebody could explain this to me. I don't understand this. It's like I feel like at some point we lost concept of who the enemy is. Like some of these haters want to make Apefather the enemy. They're like, you're the enemy. Why am I the enemy? I put up my money just like you put up your money. We all want the same things, right? The enemy to me is the corrupt 1%. That's the enemy. Who's controlling the stock market, who's controlling the cryptocurrency market. And I know Bitcoin is doing well right now, and I know Ethereum is doing well, but just remember, it's all temporary bullshit. We've already seen Bitcoin have tremendous, tremendous drops. It's controlled. It's controlled by the BBC, and that's it. And you got to really, really understand that. Nightwing, it's not even about investing. Listen to me. It's not even about investing. Okay. You know what this conversation is? Do we live in a fair world? Okay. Let me try. I'm going to try to really simplify this for you. Do you feel the world is fair? Okay. Do you feel that all of us have a chance? Like, I'm not sure if you're from America. I'm not sure if you're from another country. But do you think that we all have a chance to succeed in this world? Or do you think that there are superior powers that control things? You understand? That control your employment, that control your state of mind, that control everything about you, the prices you pay for food. Everything is controlled. This whole effing world is controlled. And we're puppets. I hate to say this, we're sheep that we go along with the program. And while we're going along with the program, there are people who are getting super, super rich off our stupidity. Okay, there are people getting super, super rich. So all I'm trying to suggest to all of you is why don't we switch it? You know what I mean? Instead of being controlled, why don't we be the ones in control? You understand? Instead of being the ones that lose money, why don't we be the ones to make the super money? Why don't we become super rich? That's what I'm trying to friggin' say. Okay. And it's really very simple. Wow, we got people from all around the world here. What I'm trying to make all of you understand is this. It's not a complicated thing to get control. It's not a the first thing you have to ask yourself is this, right? What makes the most money? Now, I don't care what everybody says. There are people who disagree with me, but they're not disagreeing with me with actual facts. They're disagreeing with me because their brain is the size of a pigeon, okay? The casino industry makes the most money. That is it, pure and simple. The one casino can outproduce 100 hotels. You understand? The casino industry makes the most money. So the way I look at it is you don't have to be a rocket scientist here. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. You don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Sigmund friggin' Freud. The casino industry. Now, I'm not just talking about resorts in terms of, like casinos that you see like in the Vegas Strip. Online casinos making a tremendous amount of money. Sports betting making a tremendous amount of money. Okay. So the first step that I want to take is to enter that effing industry. Is it that simple, right? This isn't like brain surgery, right? This is very simple. Enter the casino business, online casinos, resorts, everything to do with casinos, sports betting. Now you might say, but Apefather, this is like billions of dollars. I want to repeat to all of you, retail lost 350 billion. Imagine like you took, can I reach all of you? Imagine you took $350 billion. Imagine you had it and you flushed it down this big, gigantic friggin' toilet bowl. It's like the biggest toilet bowl in the world. You took 350 billion, flushed it down the toilet and turned it into zero. That is what Retail did. So now, like people like Vladimir don't understand that they're throwing us a couple of crumbs. They're throwing us a little crumbs back. Oh, stock market is at all-time highs. It's because we had the biggest bloodbath. We had the biggest bloodbath that ever happened. Remember Bernie Madoff? They were like, oh, it was like the biggest Ponzi scheme Wall Street ever seen. That was only 50 billion. That was only 50 billion. Retail lost 350 billion. And then they even lost more money the next year. In 2023, in the S&P 500, stocks like Pfizer, okay, investors lost over 350 billion. They lost over 400 billion. Chevron, Johnson and Johnson, okay? So, you see, this is what people like Vladimir just don't understand. The stock market is a money pit. It's a money pit. Same thing with cryptocurrencies. It's just the game. It's a game. Yeah, it's doing well right now, but not for too long. You'll see. You'll see. Look, we already saw it. Remember when Elon got involved in Bitcoin? Who remembers that? Who remembers it? Bitcoin shot up to like, what was it, 40 grand? And then it shot all the way back down again to like 10. Who remembers that? Who remembers that happened to Bitcoin? Okay, what do you think? It's not going to happen again? What do you think? It's not going to happen with Ethereum? Of course. It's short-lived. It's a game. It's the billionaires, boys and girls, not to be sexist game. I'm the manager. I don't know. Used to be a friend of mine. I don't know. You're slowly becoming like an enemy. I don't know what it is with you, brother. But long story short, it makes more sense to work together. Look, if we all have the same goals, our ship should all be sailing in the same direction, right? Why are we fighting? Like, I let me ask you a question. Let me give you like an analogy. Can I give you an analogy? Imagine every single one of us wanted to own a McDonald's. Let's just say that was our goal. Vladimir Pussett wanted to own a McDonald's. Under manager wanted to own a McDonald's. Back to the Future wants to own a McDonald's. Who's this guy? The regulator wants to own a McDonald's. Nightwing wants to own a McDonald's. Lucky Luke wants to own a McDonald's. Everybody wants to own a McDonald's, okay? Why would we all compete with each other? I'm just trying to like speak to you like in a very common sense, very logical, rational way. Why would we all put a McDonald's, right, next to each other and we're competing against each other and I'm taking money away from your business and you're taking money away from my business? Wouldn't it make more sense to get a super McDonald's? Think about this. Wouldn't it make more sense to get this gigantic super, the biggest development, the biggest McDonald's, and we're all like kind of like in it together? You say we're one big family. So now we're not biting each other's heads off. You follow me? We're all working together. That's what what I'm trying to do is this. It's really not complicated. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want people's money right now. A lot of reasons. First of all, I don't think anybody would really give me real money because I've never proved myself to anybody. I haven't proven myself. I'm like an unknown friggin' person. I'm an unknown person. No one's going to trust me. No one's going to say, hey, here's $100,000, here's $1 million. No one's going to do it, okay? So that's the first reason. The second reason is because I would rather do it myself because I want to prove myself to all of you. I want to make all of you realize I'm not just a friggin' joke, okay? That I am 100% for real. Then, after I have one casino that's successful, I have an online casino that's successful, I have sports betting that's successful, I have a second project that's successful, I'll probably do what Back to the Future says. I'll probably go public. I'll probably start an IPO. And then I'll give everybody an opportunity to get involved in some way, whether it be that, whether it be crowdfunding, whether it be a private placement. I don't know what it might be a little bit of everything. It might be a little bit, but the whole point is I want everybody to come along for that piggyback ride, but they can't do it right now because I have to get established, because right now I'm unknown. I'm unknown. Hit the like button. Back to the Future always supports me. I love Back to the Future. Okay, but you're at least admitting, okay, the regulator is at least admitting that money is in DraftKings, correct? Okay. So, and Penn, okay? So listen, that is a form of the casino industry. Listen to me, the regulator, you have to understand something. You have to understand something, okay? You can't say that one is successful and one's not. And I'll tell you why, because they all work together. A lot of sports betting has to do with brand recognition. A lot of it has to do with brand recognition. Okay. And example, what Eldorado did, I'm going to explain to you. Okay. Eldorado paid like, this is back when we had the coronavirus in 2020. They paid like close to $17 billion for Caesars. So now the regulator, why would Eldorado do that? I know you're so smart, you're worth $100 million, right? Why would Eldorado pay so much? If everything you're saying is correct, listen, if everything that the regulator is saying is correct, they would have just, came up with some kind of a new name for competition, against DraftKings or whatever, right? And just come up with a monkey, whatever, Monkey Kings instead of DraftKings Monkey Kings. Okay, then you could have did all your sports betting and everything. Okay, why did they do that? Why instead did they pay $17 billion to acquire Caesars? Okay, because it's about the brand, you friggin' Mama Luke. It's about the brand. Okay, we need to either do one of two things. This is what the regulator doesn't understand: buy an established brand or create a brand. See, like Trump. Okay, what he did was he created the Trump brand. Okay, well, he had a lot of help from his father, Fred Trump, but he created over many, many decades, okay, the Trump brand. So that's kind of where I'm going. But you can't start a brand unless you do very, very big things. You got to do big, you got to catch the attention of the world. Okay, that's what Trump did. Okay, Trump caught the attention of the world with very large developments, and now he became the president of the United States of America. It goes to show you the power of a brand. Just because he started a brand, okay, he became the president, the effing president of the United States of America. So don't tell me about the power of branding. I hate it when people argue with me when I know I'm right. See, Nightwing, look. There's two ways you could do things. All right. You could do things controlled or you could do things not controlled. So that's the first question that you have to ask yourself. If you want to be controlled, you can invest in DraftKings. They have a stock. You can invest in casino stocks. But that, once again, now you're going into now the realm of being controlled. Okay. Which is what I'm against. I'm not for that. I don't believe, they say, oh, the stockholders have all these rights. Bullshit. Stockholders, in my opinion, have no rights. Okay, I have no rights. I was forced with this effing AMC thing with all these effing yes voters, okay, to see a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, to see all this effing dilution. Okay, it's all bullshit at the end, okay? You got to be the main man. You got to be the CEO. Like, remember that movie? So, what was it called? Social Network. The story of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. Remember, he said his card, it says, I'm CEO, mother effers. Okay. You got to be the one. You got to be the captain. You got to be the pilot. This is what, see, if you just invest in a stock and you're a stockholder, you're not the pilot, you're a passenger. Passengers are sheep. Sheep get slaughtered. Look, the regulator, the way that you talk, listen to me, the way that you talk, I really, really find it hard to believe. We're going to meet one day. Okay. One day I'm going to meet the regulator. I'm going to fly to Florida. Okay. And I'm going to come meet you. And I want to really, really see if everything you're saying is true. Because the way that you speak, you don't speak like someone who's worth $90 million. You don't. Now, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true, but you don't speak like it. It's more easier to be in control, the regulator. It's more easier to be in control. I have Sheba. What's up, Joey Sparacito? Yeah, when you told me to get involved with Sheba a long, long, long time ago, I slowly accumulated it. I have it in a wallet. I have Sheba. I have Sheba, brother. How you doing, Joe? Joey Vito Sparacito. He's a great man. I do. I do have Sheba. I accumulated a lot. You don't remember where I made videos on that? Vladimir, remember how everybody fought me? Who remembers this? It was like 2 years ago. Who remembers when I made that video? So that I showed it, and I made the video showing that I accumulated Shiba, and everybody called me a traitor. Everybody said, "Oh, you're a traitor. How could you go against AMC? How could you get?" I'll tell you what, look, Vladimir, go watch the video. It's like 2 years ago. Go watch the video. That's right, Nightwing. But not only do I want to control the business, I want to control a huge, gigantic industry. Okay, the casino industry, specifically Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. How am I going to do it? It's really simple. It's called forming a congregation. What we need here in my live streams is we need a whole bunch of people who keep coming back, who keep talking about this. And that's all you need to do, Nightwing. And then it will happen. It will happen. Just from, I'm going to shock all of you. I'm going to show the power of talking. I like to call it the power of talking, meaning I don't want your money. I don't want nothing. I mean, if you want to give me a super chat, listen, I accept that. That's for entertainment purposes. That's a tip. That's a tip. That is not an investment. Let's get it straight. If you find me entertaining and you think I'm a funny mother effer, you love me, you want to throw me a $5 super chat, I accept it. I find it to be the greatest compliment in the world. Yep, gold is doing good as well. I have a lot of gold. I always buy gold. Every time I have an extra couple of thousand on me, I run to my gold store and I buy it. Every time. I buy silver too, but typically when silver is very hard to store. So typically what I do with silver is I get enough silver where I can convert it into 1 ounce, a 1 ounce, American Eagle or an American Buffalo. I buy all American. I used to buy Cougar eggs. I used to buy the Maple Leafs. I don't do it no more now. Now I stick to American. I'm proud to be an American, baby. American. Lady Liberty. Absolutely. Well, I have both. I have gold. I have SHIB. Gold is king, absolutely. I've been saying it for the longest time. That Lou started copying me about gold. Yeah, Lou started talking about gold. I've been talking about gold for the past friggin' 3 years. Thank you, Lucky Luke. So it's really very simple. I'm not asking anybody for money. I don't want money from nobody. I just want a large audience. I'm hoping that the people who come to my live streams, they continue to come back and we can build a congregation. And what you're going to realize is then very soon, you will see the Apefather with a big, gigantic development in Las Vegas. At that point, I will surpass regulators' net worth by 10 times. Let's say the regulator's worth 100 million. I will be a billionaire. And the regulator will still be criticizing me. He'll still be like, no, you're not richer than me. And I'll invite the regulator to my casino. I'll open up the books for him. And he will realize that I am worth 10 times his net worth. This will all happen by the end of this year. The end of this year. You know what gold is? Look, gold is not an investment. Gold is a hedge. Gold is a hedge. Listen to me. Every major bank has gold. Okay, Goldman Sachs, all the big hedge funds, all the big investment groups, because gold is a protection regulator. That's all it is. If everything goes, see, this guy is he loves the stock market, the regulator. He loves it. I can make money as a click of the button, he says. Well, he forgot something called the Great Depression. He forgets a recession. The regulator forgets when things go bad. This is what the regulator forgets. And that's why you need to have gold. You need to have gold, not because it's an investment, because it's a protection. It's a hedge. That's what this guy doesn't understand. That's why I have gold. You know why I have gold, the regulator? When all else fails, I know I can count on gold. If the real estate market crashes, if the stock market crashes, if we're in a depression, if there's World War III, God forbid, which I hope it never happens. That's why we need Trump back, baby. We need Trump. World peace. But we'll talk about that some other time. Gold is a protection. See, you have to understand, shit can happen. Shit can happen. Whoever thought the coronavirus would have happened? Whoever thought the greatest country in the whole world, the most powerful country in the whole world, would shut down? Whoever thought that would happen? At that time, I had gold. I still do, but at that time, I had even more gold. I unloaded a lot of it to survive. But if I didn't have gold, I would have been screwed. I saw people starving. I saw people out of work. I saw business owners shut down their businesses. People had no money. People lost their houses. People couldn't eat. But I had gold, and gold protected me. Cabish, that's why you want gold. The regulator doesn't understand. It is not because it's a good investment. It is a protection, it is a hedge. That's right, Back to the Future. Again, on the manager, you just don't understand the point of gold. You're not getting it. You're not understanding it. And I'm trying to explain it to you, but you just don't get it. Okay, Nightwing. Mob tried to take over Las Vegas in the 70s and the 80s. No, they didn't try. The mob controlled Vegas. Okay, it was before the 70s. The mob controlled Vegas. Okay, they ran the whole show. Myra Lansky, Lucky Luciano, but eventually they got driven out. That's when Steve Wynn started getting involved, and then the corporations took over. Okay, the corporations took over. No, but there was a time the mob controlled all of gambling, all of Las Vegas. What's stopping the government from confiscating your gold? See, I can answer that question, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to incriminate myself. But okay, let's just put it this way: if you're smart, there's a way around that. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you because you're just stupid. There's 100% a way around that. You know, Vladimir likes to report everything in his life. He's a big reporter. He likes everybody knowing everything. I weigh 140 pounds. I was once bulimic. You know, I'm just trying to say Vladimir. Sometimes you got to keep things on the DL. You understand? All right, I won't tell him. Yeah, the movie Casino explains. The movie Casino actually is very accurate. I am going to go out to eat, Adam. I'm going out to eat now. A very big dinner. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Might be Japanese. Might be Mexican. But my family's over. It's my wife's family. They're having fun right now. They're eating. They're having their lattes downstairs. They're having their Dunkin' Donuts. But we're about to go out to eat dinner right now. I told them I was just going to do a quick live. Tony Soprano over here. Tony Soprano. A lot of people say I look like James Gandolfini. The haters won't admit it, but a lot of people say I look like Tony Soprano. I love James Gandolfini. May he rest in peace. He was the greatest actor in the world. He's the best. He was the best. He'll always be the best. His son is taking over his shoes now. Michael Gandolfini. He was in the Many Saints, of Newark. And, he's getting involved. He's trying to fill his father's shoes. He's doing a good job. God bless him. But anyway, look, I'm going to get going now because I can tell everybody wants to eat downstairs. I'm going to be doing a lot of these live streams, a lot. Okay. And the point of them is to enter the Las Vegas industry. Again, I don't want anyone's money. I just want an audience. That's it. I just want an audience. Super chats are different. If someone throws me a couple of bucks because they find me entertaining, that's a tip for entertainment purposes only. I love you for that. I appreciate it. It's not required, but I appreciate it. But as far as investments, I do not accept investments. No solicitation of any investments. Just an audience, baby. And let's build up this audience. God bless you, Lucky Luke. God bless you, Back to the Future. I will say hi to the family. God bless you, Nightwing. Bucks 55. My name is Buck, and I'm here too. You know what? Nightwing, other manager, Vladimir Pussin, the hater. Angie, the woman with the hands of gold. I love her. She's going to be running the spas and the casino. Joey Vito Sparacito, the Godfather. I will be back later on. God bless. Everything I said in this live stream has not been financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It is all entertainment purposes only. Take care. Brush your hair. See ya. Hate the